Welcome aboard the Clue Crew Mystery Channel. Today we are speaking to author Wendy Neugent. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
I could not hear you.
I said, how are you today? We were
I'm
talking.
okay. Yeah, we had like a little blurb there. I'm doing great. I'm excited to see you.
It's good to see you too. So I'm Jen. I'm the co-host of the Clue Crew Mystery Channel. And
And also
so
my cousin.
I am Wendy's
Yes,
cousin. We live in different states, so it's nice to get on here and chit chat with each other and see each other's faces.
exactly.
So, can you tell a little bit about yourself and your background to the viewers today?
When I was young in my 20s and early 30s, pre-children, I worked on cruise ships as an entertainer for about 10 years. And
Mm-hmm.
I was a magician. Which is kind of a strange job to do, but it was awesome because I got to travel the world. I worked on, I don't know, 6 or 8 different cruise lines. I went on different itineraries all over the place. I've been to Venezuela and Tahiti, and I've done Canada, New England, and all the Caribbean and Mexico. So it was really fun and a wonderful experience. And when I my kids started to grow older and I had some mental space to actually do something other than just children, I had always had this idea about writing mysteries set on cruise ships. I had it back when I worked on cruise ships, but it was kind of a different time. And so now, I was like, I want to do this. And my husband was completely supportive of it, and he encouraged me to start writing these books. So a few years back, I started writing cruise ship mysteries, and they're really fun. And I've got a parrot in them that talks, and he helps solve the mysteries a little bit and is a little character, and it's really fun. So obviously, the lead character is also a cruise ship magician, and she
Or
helps solve the mysteries. So.
oh, great. So you're hosting a cruise for your readers.
I
Can you
am.
tell me about the Clue Crew cruise, please?
So our inaugural Clue Crew cruise, which this is what happens when you write something and you live alone or in your head all the time and you're not saying it out loud, because I've made myself quite the tongue twister. So I'm hosting the inaugural one will be this coming January. I believe it's January 26th through February 2nd.
Mhm.
And it's on the Celebrity Reflection. And we're going to be going to Cozumel, which is that's my heart port. I love Cozumel. There's incredible Mayan ruins. There's the best food. I love the food. I'm so excited to go back and eat
Oh
the
my
food.
goodness.
There is amazing diving and snorkeling. So it's just a really beautiful, beautiful place. We're going to be going to the Grand Caymans, which, if you have read my books, which I know Jen has read, and
Mhm.
one of my books is set in the Grand Caymans. So it goes to the turtle rescue and hell and all that kind of stuff. So you could actually go to the locations that are in the book and
So
go see
cool.
them in real life, which I think is really fun. And then we're also going to Bimini, which in the Bahamas, it is like it looks like something out of a travel magazine. It doesn't look real. It is so incredibly beautiful. The sand
Oh,
is this gorgeous white sand and the clear turquoise waters. So it's just going to be a super fun experience.
Wendy, I feel like I'm there as you speak. It's so cool. So what inspired you to host a cruise for your readers?
I think we we live in our books when we're writing them, and when you're reading a book you live in it. And what more fun
Mhm.
could it be to actually go to the locations that are in the books? And you know
Right, right.
I have more books I'm writing, so I'm always looking for ideas for new storylines, and I just think it's going to be really fun. And I love the idea. I mean, I'm all about community and finding ways for people to connect with each other. And, I
Mhm.
think the world can be pretty stressful and pretty hard. And especially as
Yes.
we get older, when my kids were little, I made friends through them and the other moms. But as I've
Yeah.
gotten older, it's harder to do that. And like you said, I work from home. So I don't have a workforce and things. And I think a lot of my readers are the same. So we have most of the people that are signing up for this inaugural Blue Crew cruise are solo cruisers. And so I think that's so cool because we have the opportunity to all come together and do things where you've got a built-in community and you're not going to be by yourself on a cruise, for your first cruise or your 50th cruise, but you're not going to be alone.
Mhm.
You're going to have a whole group of people and you already like them because they're all readers like you are.
What, like, you were a former entertainer. How did that influence the planning of the cruise?
So one thing is that I really love celebrity cruises. It was one of
Right.
my first cruises that I went on as an entertainer, and I had a really great experience with a group of friends there that I've made that some I still am friends with to this day. And it really impacted me a lot that first
Yeah.
experience. And so I kind of want to give that experience to the cruisers where you have a built-in community of friends. I think that's really special, and so that's kind of what went into the planning. And then
Mhm.
obviously picking ports that I thought would be really fun for me to write future scenes in. And then also
Mhm.
some that are in the books that were already have been written so that you can go and see the turtles and all that kind of stuff. So that's how I ended up landing on this cruise line and this itinerary.
But you chose the celebrity reflection for a reason, didn't you?
So my first ship was the Meridian. The
Okay.
Meridian was my first cruise line. Well, I had worked my first contract I was on as a youth counselor, but my first contract as an entertainer that I really like, because the youth counseling one on the Premier Cruises was an experience. But my first really like happy, like, oh my gosh, like I want to keep doing this was the Meridian. And so yeah, that's part of how I went. And the reflection is it's not one of the new huge ships. It's not
Mhm.
as small as the Meridian was, but I
Okay.
think it's got that kind of feel of more of like a classic liner, and just really beautiful. So that's part of how I picked it. I just thought that'd be fun, and I think future cruises. I love Holland America. I love Princess.
Oh,
I have done
okay.
the Paul Gauguin to Tahiti. So, I think we're going to do other cruise lines in the future, but I just thought this was like kind of my first real contract as an entertainer, that it would be really fun to have that as our first inaugural cruise.
That's awesome. Are there any unique special features about the reflection that we should know about?
So the library just did me in. When I'm looking at all the different pictures and trying to pick which cruise line and which itinerary and all these things, the library is so beautiful, and I could just picture all of us on a sea day in the afternoon, meeting in the library, reading a book together. I just think it's so cool. It is absolutely stunning. It is off the end of the atrium, kind of tucked away by itself, and it's stories
Oh,
tall, and there's just walls of bookshelves. I've never seen a library like that. I'm just really excited about it, and I can't wait to hang out with everybody. There's little nooks all over the ship with places where you can sit in special little chairs and read and things. So I just thought it was so pretty.
I
And
love
I did not want a huge mega ship where it's partying and that
Mhm.
kind of stuff. I don't think that doesn't fit me and probably doesn't fit a lot of my readers. So I wanted more of a really beautiful ship with a really nice itinerary, and I didn't want something so huge that like by the time you walk to the other end you're exhausted. I wanted something where we all can kind of get together and be together. So
I really love that. Are there any special benefits for the fans of the Olivia Morgan,
cruise. Yes,
history?
yes. So beyond going to places that are in the books, we're also we get a group rate. So
Mhm.
even if you don't want to, participate in any of the activities, you're going to get a
Okay.
better deal if you book through us. If you're a
Okay.
solo cruiser, you've got a built-in community of friends to hang out with, to have dinner with, all that kind of stuff. And I think it's awesome to travel by yourself around the world, but it's also really nice to like at the end of the day have somebody to sit with at dinner and talk about what you did, or plan an excursion together, or go out to a restaurant, or go to the beach with people that you've met on through this community. So I think that's all going to be really fun, and we're all going to be together to do that.
I love this. I really, really do. So, how do our viewers learn more about how to reserve their spot on the ship?
So if you go down in the description box below this
Mhm.
video, there is going to be a link to my bookstore, and it's Wendy Neugent Books. And if you go to Wendy Neugent Books, and then at the top in the menu, it says Cruise with Me.
Okay.
And you're going to fill out that to get more information.
Mhm.
And I also have a Facebook group, Wendy's Clue Crew Cruise. And if you go to that and join the group, I post about the Clue Crew Cruise in there as well. So there's lots of ways for you to get more information. And like I said, if this is after the January cruise, we're going to have more. We're really, excited to plan more in the future. I think it's going to start smaller. And then what I'm hoping is every year we're going to be able to build it bigger and bigger. Maybe in, a couple of years, we'll have some other authors coming with us and things like that. So no matter when you're watching this video, come check us out because we've got bigger things planned.
Awesome. So what kind of things should you do to prepare for a cruise? It's been a long time since I've been on one.
Yeah. So I have been working on a project for everybody that they can get for free at my bookstore. It is a like a 40-page, 38-page cruise planner. And I have taken everything that I learned from my decade of traveling on cruise ships and I have put it into this cruise planner. It's absolutely free. So just go, you can download the PDF and print it up, or you can use it on your tablet or whatever, however you want to do it. But I've got packing lists for warm climates. I got packing lists for cool climates. I've got information on how to get travel documents and what travel documents you need. I have how to pick a cabin. Do you want a cabin high up? Do you want a cabin down low? And if which one? Why would you care? There's really good reasons about where to pick your cabin in the ship, depending on what the itinerary is and how rough it's going to be. Do you get seasick? Those kinds of things. And since I have all this experience, I tried to put everything I could think of into this free planner. So, yes, please come get the free planner. There's zero cost to you, and it'll give you all sorts of fun, exciting information about picking your cruise, budgeting for your cruise, packing for your cruise, everything that you kind of need to, whether you're an experienced cruiser or a new cruiser, because nobody's probably been on as many cruises as I've been on because it's got to be in the thousands after 10 years on
You
ships.
never know who we might end up in the group, though. I mean, we just don't know that, Wendy.
You never know. Maybe there'll be some. Actually, there is one other woman that is in our group who used to work on cruise ships. So she might be able to get me, but I did do it for a decade. That's a long time.
Yeah,
Most people don't
that is
last
a
that long.
long time.
Yeah.
I'm still mind blown by that.
Yeah.
So
I was
I'm
5 months pregnant with Zachary when I got off my last contract. And that's why I got off, because I was like, yep, no more, not going to raise my babies on a cruise ship. So
would have been an experience though, and
Oh, I
probably
had
awesome.
friends that did. I
Oh
had
my,
friends, they had 2 children and they were magicians working on cruise ships, and that's why I knew I definitely did not wanna do that.
oh my.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, some people really just have those lives that they're
yeah.
that's so cool.
I mean,
So I'm assuming that the ship is gonna have accommodations for like dietary needs
yes.
and like if you
Yeah,
have a
that's really important for me. My husband has Crohn's disease. I have celiac disease. And so I was concerned about food on a cruise ship and being able to accommodate our food restrictions. And I know, we do have a lot of people who are older that might need accommodations to be able
right,
to go on the ship. So the people that I'm working with have experience with working with special needs cruises, and they have the travel agent has food allergies, so she is very diligent about helping with food issues and things like that. There, you can even bring a service dog on, which I did not know. I've learned that. So they're apparently they have like puppy potty areas for service dogs. So if you have a service dog and you need to cruise, you have to do some extra paperwork to be able to bring the dog with you, but you can. So if you have some kind of special need that you need accommodated, we can definitely do that for you.
that's so great.
Yeah, I want to make sure everybody's
So
safe.
if you enjoyed this video and you want some more exclusive content with us, including free mystery ebooks, in-depth author interviews, and a chance to connect with mystery lovers, consider joining our Clue Mystery Club.
Yes,
And we will and it's on Patreon.
yes.
Just so
So
you
the
know.
link for that is also down below. And we're going to have a
Okay.
free mystery book every month. We're going to have author interviews. We're going to do all sorts of fun things together. And it's going to be a really nice community of people. And a lot of the people that are a part of that group are going to be the people that are going to be coming on cruises with us. So it's a good way to get to know more people. And if you're part of the book club, you're going to be one of the people that we're going to be polling to see where do you want to go next, what itineraries. So even if you can't make it on this cruise, but you would like to come on future cruises, join the Patreon, come hang out with us, and we're gonna, see. Do you want to go to Alaska next? Do we want to go to the Mediterranean? What are we looking for? So we'll see what everybody's up for.
I have at least 2 ideas.
Yeah, I'll give you a vote, I promise.
Okay, awesome. Wendy, thank you so much for taking time out of your day today.
Oh, I'm
And
excited to talk to you. All right.
awesome.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.